Karen Kavanaugh, working at the hospital. I work at Phoenix Children's Hospital and Maricopa Medical Center. A pediatric resident, which means that I'm a doctor, but I'm still in training. This will be my last year, so I finish at the end of June, and then I'm starting another program of training in July. I grew up in Denver, Colorado. Yes. I don't know what made me want to, but I remember in the 6th grade deciding that I wanted to be a doctor, and ever since then I just kept thinking that that's what I wanted. It's a bachelor's in psychology. They are always looking for doctors. There's a need for doctors, so there's always different positions in different states. So you have to do 4 years of undergraduate work, and you have to do your prerequisite studies in the science classes. So biology, chemistry, organic chemistry, and physics. So it's a lot of different things. Like I said, every month brings something different, but mostly in the morning it's sitting down at a computer. I love working with the families and the kids, so it's like I said, you meet someone different every day, and it's really fun to get to see different families and different kids. Kids are always funny and silly, so it keeps it lighthearted and always makes you laugh. Probably all of the paperwork. It's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you don't see when you're a patient, but when you're a doctor you still have to make sure that you're writing down everything you talked about in your visit, so you have a record of what happened. Yes, I love it, and I think that if it's something that anyone wants to do, it's really rewarding because you get to work with people and you get to help them every day, and it's sometimes you don't get to help them in the ways you want to, but you always get to make a connection with those people. So there's a lot of different skills you have to need. I would say one of the most important is just being hardworking and organized. There's a lot of different details that you have to deal with every day, so you have to be able to stay organized and also think through and sort through those, but you also have to be willing to put in a lot of hours and do a lot of work. Sometimes we're at the hospital for a long time, so you have to be hardworking, but you also, I think, have to be a good people person because you do relate to people every day, and that's a lot of what your treatment and your care is being able to connect with the families and help them understand what it is that you're trying to explain to them. So I think by just getting involved in other activities, even if it's volunteer work that isn't medically related, it still helps you learn how to interact with people, how to help people, and kind of what their different needs are. And then you're obviously working hard in school right now, so if you keep working hard and keep learning how to organize yourselves and how to study hard, then that will help you develop the skills to work hard as a doctor. So there are internships as doctors, but there are a lot of opportunities for college students to volunteer or to even have paid positions working in, for example, research labs or working in an outpatient clinic and helping a doctor. So there's a lot of different places where you could try and find work to work with a doctor. if you're someone who likes science a lot and are interested in doing research as part of being a doctor, then it would be good to connect with some place that's doing research and try and get involved in their laboratory. You could also, like I said, work in a doctor's office so that you can see what their day-to-day life is like, even if it's helping answering phones and filing papers. It gives you an idea of what life is like as a doctor to decide if you're going to like that job or not. Yes, it's very hard to get into because there's a lot of people who want to go to medical school, and there aren't enough medical schools to accommodate for all of those positions. So it is challenging, but I definitely think if you demonstrate that you want to do it by working hard and having a lot of experience, then you have a good chance. You're welcome. Good luck.